In the heart of the vibrant chaos that is Venice, Los Angeles, there emerged a figure, a phoenix forged in the crucible of adversity, a Native American soul who danced amidst the waves of violence and grief, drawing strength from the very ground that bear witness to his struggles. Growing up with a mentally ill mother painted the backdrop of his youth with vivid strokes of unpredictability, while a father wandering the streets wore his homelessness like a badge of honor, a testament to the man's unbreakable spirit. Together, they were the melodic instruments that shaped Spantho's early years. But amidst the turmoil, a spark ignited within him. A cancer diagnosis, as cruel as it was, served only to fuel his resolve. For he understood that time was a fleeting gift, and he would not squander it. Instead, he chose to dance with life, to mold it with his hands, to shape it in the image of his dreams. From the fractured streets of his youth, he forged a path toward the fabled American dream, a journey that led him to a destiny he dared not dream possible. This sneaker is a fraction of Chris Spantho's print-up legacy. Born and Raised is a clothing brand that has amassed a cult-like following since launching in 2013. Its founder, Chris Spantho, print-up and creative director Alex Two-Tone Erdman, both Venice natives, are ultimately telling their story of LA, one that's steeped in pride and authenticity and an attitude of you're either a part of this or you're not. Spantho was a former gangbanger, and he actually came up with the idea and the name while he was incarcerated. He felt his neighborhood was targeted by gang injunctions. Him and his friends were harassed by the cops as an effort to change the demographic of the neighborhood for out-of-towners attracted to Venice's location, the tourists. It's not about drugs and gang violence, Spantho explained. It's about property value. He frequently used to get in altercations with the newcomers, claiming they were born in Venice when in reality they just moved here and they had a much better upbringing. These people weren't born and raised here. HiSnobiety.com painted a typical day at the office over at the born and raised facilities. It is chaos at its most functional. Colorful samples from upcoming collections, old Venice memorabilia sprawled all over, leaving little room to sit on a couch that sits in the eye of this storm. There's a meeting going on inside Two-Tone's office where the rapid fire of ideas is booming out of his open door. A picture of a bald, hospital gown wearing Spantho is taped up on the colorful walls in Two-Tone's office, his arms draped around two girls wearing black born and raised tees, serving as a symbol that their partnership runs far deeper than just a clothing brand. It's a miracle Two-Tone's dog Omar is able to sleep in his bed, inches away from where Spantho is standing, clapping and yelling, trying to get Two-Tone to build off of his vision for a visual they're gonna shoot for a collaboration set to release later that year. In quick succession, the duo seizes on the idea and it begins to come together in just a matter of seconds. 1 month after the company officially launched, Spantho's was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Resilient and tenacious, Chris bears the weight of a turbulent upbringing with a quiet strength. Having faced adversity from an early age, he learned to navigate life's challenges with grit and determination. Two-Tone had to visit him in the hospital to be able to continue their work, and Spantho's was spitting out ideas and designs while the chemo injection ravaged his muscular body. He lost more than 60 pounds and his slick dark hair, but he never lost his vision. He even forced Two-Tone to have a photo shoot at the hospital for an early lookbook. But in 2018, he rejoiced as he announced he was cancer-free. In an Instagram post from just a couple of months ago, he reflected on his life and health and expressed his gratitude. Growing up, my dad was homeless and my mom was mentally ill. I spent a lot of time in and out of the system from an early age, from Central Juvie Hall to many years spent in the county. I decided to create a clothing brand while the last time I was incarcerated. I cooked up Born and Raised while I was in a hole at Supermax. He said, Born and Raised is the ultimate underdog success story. Kendrick, Drake, Rihanna, LeBron James, and Pharrell Williams are among the many celebrity admirers and advocates of the brand. Chris was a successful businessman, but he always used his platform to raise awareness and money to various charities. He even gifted his SB Dunks to every graduate of his local high school in Venice before the official release. And here it is. The last beautiful creation of that crazy charismatic mind of his. The Nike SB Dunk Born and Raised, one block at a time. This sneaker is perfect in every sense. From the jeweled upper eyelets and diamond shaped toe box perforations, holographic accents on the medial swooshes, and co-branded heel tabs continue to shine bright like Chris's legacy. The heel counters show pink embroidered emblems, and the tagline on the turf is repeated on the tongue label as well. The approach is a hands-on, on-the-ground, one block at a time, and the blue colors represent the story of LA streets and culture. The pink custom artwork is inspired by bandana patterns, and the extra shoelaces are made out of a shredded bandana with details such as heat-printed words in loving memory, which is actually just a crazy coincidence. Which leads me into the next thing. As you all know, Chris has unfortunately passed away in a car accident, and I purposely didn't mention it because I wanted to approach this in a respectful way. I wanted to celebrate his life and his legacy, and I also want to send my condolences to his family and his friends. I also want to give a shout out to a private reseller in Sweden. His Instagram is Pick and Choose. Him and his girlfriend hooked me up with a really good price, and I'm extremely grateful for that because these weren't easy to get. I'll leave his info in the description so you can check him out. Thank you for watching the entire video, and take care.